Hi everyone, my name is Bianca. I'm also known as Honeybee on this channel, and today I want to come with a random message to tell you that God will surprise you and God is unpredictable. Basically, I just had this notion or this idea of, how do we define God? How do we define universe? How do we define the unknown? And, having grown up being religious, having grown up being a Christian, a lot of people in the community or the Christian community would always categorize God as if they know God personally, as if God is like a dear friend or an authority figure in the Christian community. And, you'd always hear this condemnation of God said this, God wouldn't want that, God doesn't like this, God doesn't like that. And it's constantly on like telling other people or telling other Christians or other spiritual beings what God is. And it was this constant feeling of like, okay, how do you know that God doesn't like that? And, having tapped in and having just removed myself from other people's ideologies of what God wants for my life or what, because everybody wants to tell you what everybody needs to tell you. Everybody, what does Jay-Z say? Everybody tells you how to do it, but they never did it. And so that was the feeling that I used to get. Like, every time I was looking for signs and signals and, advice, it was always this constant, no, God wouldn't want you to do that. No, you have to speak to God, but make sure that you don't come like this or that and blah, whatever. So I just sat back for a second and I was just realizing, like, just within myself and with how, the universe, and like I like to call God being the universe, and I like to see God work and operate through animals, through people, through um, mother nature, like. And I just realized, I was like, wow, I really feel that God is like an energy, and God is a force that cannot be reckoned with, a force that cannot be contained, a force that cannot be told what it is and how it moves and how it breathes and how it lives life. And it just came to my senses where I was like, nah, I really believe God is unpredictable and God will surprise you. God will surprise all of us this season. The universe will surprise all of us. The shifts that we are talking about or that I'm talking about will surprise all of us. And it just came to me that, don't allow people to tell you who God is. Define, understand, and try get to know what God means to you in your life, because the way God speaks to me is not the same way God will speak to you. The way the universe works in my life is not the same way the universe will work in your life. Some people are creative, so I find creative ways to understand God. I find creative ways and insights and entertainment to connect with God and to connect with that force of creativity. You know what I'm saying? Because of the creator. And some are logical, some are practical, and God will find ways to talk to you and your language in your practical manners. And this for me has just come as like a wave of revelations, like where I was like, I'm actually excited for that, because I just it's just annoying to hear what people say about God, what people say about black people, what people say about white people. This whole categorization that the human race loves to do. It tells you everybody is this and this is that and that and that and that and that. you know, um, and I was just sitting the other day and I was listening to Kanye West, and one song was like, some people graduating, but we still stupid. They tell you read this, eat this, don't look around, just peep this. Okay, look up now. Now they installed your streetness. After all of that, you receive this. Yeah, good morning. So, yeah, I just wanted to pop up here real quick and just tell you that the universe is unpredictable. God is unpredictable. And, in this chapter of our new working and our new ways of shifting our mindsets and shifting from the old reality, the old normal to the new normal, and living in new ways and new concepts, it's just very important to be open-minded and realize that you cannot categorize a force of energy, a force of power. You cannot categorize it. It's very unpredictable, and it's very expansive, just how we are so expansive. And I was looking at my life the other day and realizing that a lot of people never thought I'd be who I am today, because that is what people are. People think they can predict your future. People think they can predict who you will become simply because they met you at a very low place. And with having grace and with having walked in this journey of trying to understand myself, understand God, I've seen myself also be unpredictable. I've seen myself shift. I've seen myself move from depression to being blessed. I've seen myself move from places that I never ever thought I'd ever leave to actually be very elevated. You know what I'm saying? I've seen myself surprise myself. So just imagine, here I am as a human person trying to categorize a force of energy that I don't even know and that has been lifetimes before me. And now I'm trying to categorize it simply because I'm Christian or simply because I'm religious or spiritual, and say that no, this is not what God accepts and blah, blah, blah. Like, when my life is so unpredictable as well, when the life of a human is unpredictable. Like, we can switch our ideas today. We can decide to just move on with our lives. We can decide to change gears, change careers. We can decide to cut our hair. I mean, these are things that really are unpredictable. So why are we predicting forces of energy, forces of change? Do you understand what I'm saying? Food for thought. Food for thought indeed. And yeah, this was just like one of those revelations of saying that let God surprise you and let God show you that the force of energy is so unpredictable. And obviously, the word God can be replaced with the universe. It can be replaced with energy. It can be replaced with life force prana. There's many ways, excuse me, there's many ways to explain what the force of change is, the force of shift is. And I think it's time to be open to that conversation of realizing that people will be surprised. What you thought somebody's life would be, it will change in like instantly. It will change simply because everybody is driven by a force of energy that is greater than what we can explain through the human race and through the way we perceive things. I mean, things have changed so much and things have been so unpredictable since 2020. There's clear vision and there's clarity and there's insanity. But with all that, there's a huge unpredictability of what things are. So why are we categorizing things and people and forces and energy just simply because we think we know best? That's pretty narcissistic, I must say. It's pretty stupid, but when you allow yourself to just see things as it is and allow things to surprise you, allow things to be unpredictable, you actually tap into something that is so cool, something that is like, whoa, scary, but like a nice roller coaster. You become Alice in Wonderland. Sometimes you don't even have to do so much to get so much. Sometimes you just sit and just see things just collapse so that it could also be in your favor in some way or form. And I think if we think about God being unpredictable and God surprising, it's a language of itself. So let us be as expansive as this energy. Let's be as expansive as the energy of growth, the energy of surprise, the energy of shifts, changes, greatness. Yeah, I think I said enough. Let God surprise you and let God show you that He can be unpredictable, because, you know, don't categorize religion, don't categorize God, don't categorize what you think He is and what the universe is and what Christians told you He is. Allow yourself to feel God in His own way. Allow yourself to connect in His language the way you are, because at the end of the day, God speaks to you individually, and how I get my messages is not going to be the same as how you get it. So it's just a matter of being open and being receptive to understanding a new language, a new way of living, a new way of thinking, a new way of shifting. I'm Honeybee, and thank you for listening to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to get out there, and I'm trying to speak about unpredictable topics and unpredictable shifts. So this within itself is also very surprising and very enlightening. So share it with somebody who likes these types of topics, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.